In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth. I am your host, your brother, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. I am very inspired this day because right before I shut her down last night, I received an email from a person that describes themselves or him or herself as a Vietnamese person. And the reason why I bring this up, and I want to thank you for that letter. You know who you are. In fact, I want to thank everyone for all the different emails of encouragement and support for Brother Taalik and this forum I call the Reality's Temple on Earth. Thank you so much. Without your support, as many of you know, this channel was suspended before, and I already know if it is suspended again, y'all gonna bring me back from the dead as long as there's a need for what I have to say or present. I want to say this to some of my jealous brothers and sisters and other people who for some reason dislike or hate angelsnupnup7. Because I haven't done anything to you. The only thing that I have done on YouTube is present my opinion. I don't go around attacking people, calling folks out of their names and all this. It is better to be quiet and just go about my business and leave you alone. Now, some of these people come to my channel. Now, if you come to my house and you want to start some crap, then we're going to have to get busy. But I like to say this. Now, some folks in the past and now don't think too much of angelsnupnup7 because when you look at the views, well, I have over 800 some videos. And if you compare me to some of the heavy hitters on YouTube, I should be a little fella. And I am a little fella. I'm getting 2 views compared to thousands of views that somebody else might get. This is true. But at the same time, if you notice, even though I'm a little fella, if I show up in your neighborhood, if I show up on your block, I don't care how many subscribers you got, I don't care how many friends you got, I don't care who the hell you think you are. When I show up on the block with itty bitty self, you're going to have some problems on your hands. Because I'm just as powerful and just as influential as you are. Now, I'm not going to accuse YouTube of anything. But it's amazing how somebody with little views, now I do have a whole lot of videos, but that's on me. But with little views, few subscribers compared to many, it's amazing of how folks love to come and attack me and talk about me. If I'm so little, if I'm nothing, why are you making all these videos about me? Why is it Angel Snupnup this, Taalik that, and the Reality Temple, blah, blah, blah? It's because I might be little, but you know how they make laundry detergent nowadays? You don't need all that cups and cups of powder. It's concentrated. I got concentrated truth. I'm the bearer of real truth, concentrated truth. And y'all can't deal with it, so when I come on the scene, you submit and you bow down, you get the hell out the way, unless you stupid. That's the bottom line, and that's not really my subject. But in a way, it's sort of it, because this person who describes him or herself as Vietnamese says that the Reality Temple inspire them. They're not black. I get letters from Caucasian people saying that I inspire them. In fact, all over the world. So angelsnupnup7, the Reality Temple on earth, is international. You don't hear me, do you? International. I get emails from Canada, Spain, England, parts of Africa, of course all over the United States, all over the world, China, Japan. It's just a matter of time. And if you hate me, you're going to even hate me and dislike me even more. When Angel Snupnup7 goes beyond YouTube. So then what you're going to do? This is power. But like my brother for lost souls always say, but you don't hear me though. This is more than about black power. This is more than about black liberation. The Reality's Temple represents the upliftment of humanity, but we make black people, or those of us who are lost in America, those who are descendants of slaves in America, make the healing process begins with those who have been dealt the worst harm, who are in the worst condition. Just like when you go to the emergency room, those who suffer from gunshot wounds are going to be treated first before somebody with a scraped knee. The black man and woman in America, we are gunshot victims physically, because you see it every day. We are shot, stabbed, killed, hurt physically. But we are suffering from tremendous injury in the mind. We suffer from what I call dark Europeanism. We are nothing but dark versions of white people running around trying to find ourselves, and some of us don't want to try to find ourselves. We are happy being black white people. And all around the earth, the Japanese, the Chinese, the Spanish, and all my international friends understand what I'm talking about, because they have not lost themselves. But when they look at the so-called Negro or the black man and woman in America, they watch us. And they can't understand us because we're not carrying, we're not African. Because the Africans look at us and say, I don't see no African. What African in you? We are confused people. where we are. Then when we grab some type of knowledge from the African continent or what we think should be ours, we don't have no idea where we come from. Africa is a big continent. And we have our lost history from that continent. So we have some of us wannabes. We want to be a Hebrew Israelite. Never met a Hebrew Israelite in our life. Don't know what it is. But here we go in the streets. We trying to be somebody we never met. We trying to be Egyptians. Because some of us say that we are related to Egyptians. We never met these ancient people. We never met anybody from Moorish. And people, the international people all around the world, see this confusion in our mentality. They also understand when the Reality Temple comes to black people and tell us and advise us to let all that stuff go. Use your brain, create a new self. Bring something into being. We may have been Commissions at one time. We may have been Hebrew Israelites at one time. We may have been Moors at one time. But that's not what we are. You are too intelligent. You're too talented. Design your own destiny. Create your own culture. Become a new being. Be like the phoenix and rise up out of the ashes of slavery. The international community understands.
In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I am the gatekeeper or the host of this particular program, known here on social media, the internet, or some of y'all still say the World Wide Web. However you view it, I am known as the mighty, angelsnupnup7. I am your brother and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. I would hope that you would be patient with me, as this particular subject I intend to be very short, very brief. But I only want to bring to my audience and speak with you wherever you are, on Facebook, Vimeo, Daily Motion, perhaps some other channel. And yes, I am still, even after 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, after actually over 100 channels have been terminated from YouTube, I am still on YouTube. Whether you like it or not, because I know that you're listening. You can't believe how many channels that this ministry had waiting in the curtain. You tried to knock me out, but many of the old channels still stand, and now the new channels are coming up. And if you could see when the page was created, they are old. They are not new, just waiting in the wings. So when YouTube decided to do its thing like it normally do against voices, against persons that really are and have a message to awaken and cause black people or anybody or any person to wake up and become a human being, instead of this sheep covered by wolf skin, a real human being, then they, excuse me, I'm looking for my my drink here because my throat is a little parched, and throat get a little scratchy. But regardless, I'm going to speak with us within the next 15-20 minutes on this particular subject, and I want you to share your experience with me as well as the other viewers. But like I say, yo, I'm still on YouTube, and I would also like to thank I don't know who you are, but there are persons who actually have been making also angelsnupnup7 channels. So Google, your work is cut out for you, because YouTube is free. Now to our little talk. I want you to also bear with me because it's been a while since I've really been making videos, and I'm sort of out of sync, but with your help I can get back in sync. And I'm not talking about joining Justin Timberlake. Now, the subject that I would like to deal with is ex-friends of angelsnupnup7 wish my destruction. I'm sorry. That is so funny, but I'm looking at these persons. They make videos and they really want something bad, and they really wish the destruction of this ministry called the Reality's Temple on Earth. Actually, they have a problem with me as a person for whatever reason. Ex-friends of angelsnupnup7 wish his destruction. First of all, I'm not saying that you can't lose a friend, because things happen. However, most times, the people that you call friend never was a friend to begin with. Actually, they were an associate, somebody that you just talked to. They never was a friend. You cannot lose what you never had. And if a person is a friend, it's very difficult. It's not easy to get rid or separate yourself or get separated from a true friend. However, an associate or somebody that calls themselves friend but really they are not, then it doesn't take long that they show their true colors. In fact, I'm going to tell you a little secret, and you can use it too. Sometimes, in order to test to see if somebody really can truly be a friend, on purpose, I do something to make them angry. Do something or say something to make them angry, not just a little angry, I mean really, really, to the point where they could hate my guts. There's something I say or do, because I want to test, I want to see what I'm dealing with. When a person get angry, most times they can't keep it under control. And anger makes the real person come out of this guy or girl, or woman or man. Whatever they was thinking about you in the negative in their mind, because we cannot read minds. Whatever bad they was thinking, it'll come out. It was always there. Because a friend can get angry, but they'll question, what are you doing? Why are you like this? They want to know. They want to hold on to the friendship. But when somebody really ain't your friend, they don't give a dang. It all comes out in the wash. That's what they was thinking about you all the time. Now, you giving them a reason to let it all hang out. So, baby, let it all hang out. A friendship is much like a marriage. You could do this with your husband. You could do this with your wife. A friendship, just like a marriage, they are similar because they are relationships. And a relationship, a marriage or a friendship, is only as strong as what it is built upon. If somebody in that relationship, that friendship, if they have poor character, low integrity, then you can't expect much from them anyway. They don't have no loyalty to you. You must be loyal to your wife. You must be loyal to your friend. It's just like the old saying, if somebody get in trouble, you jump in the fight and you ask questions later. Your friend, your wife, or your husband, or your child, they could be in the wrong. But you ask that question after the fact because your loyalty is with your wife, your child, your husband, your friend, your brother and sister in the struggle. That comes first. And hopefully they did not get you into a fight where they were in the wrong. And above all, in order to make any friendship, any marriage work, there must be true love. There must be love. So these ex-friends that I have that wish my destruction and don't want nobody to listen to angelsnupnup7, no matter how positive and real this message is, because they mad. Childish people. Infantile people, because they mad. I don't tell folks, don't listen to so-and-so. Don't be friends with so-and-so because I'm mad. See what I'm talking about? Childish. Poor character. And above all, they have no real love for you. They never cared anything about you to begin with. There was some other reason, and they might not even know. But it was not love. It was not respect. It was not honor. There was no loyalty. So I could care less about those who called themselves friends. That was brown-nosing me. All up my backside. As long as I was doing what they want me to do. Or I was doing something they approved of. But as soon as I did something or said something they don't approve of, it's a whole different ball game. They are exploiters and users. And that's not what I represent. And that is who and what the enemy do. So these people are no better than the racist pink people themselves, who suffer and don't love nobody. Poor character and integrity. Criminals. I was taught in the Nation of Islam that whatever you have, half of that belongs to your brother or sister. And I would like to ask those in the Nation of Islam or anybody who speaks like that, do you really mean it? Because I don't see it. I don't see us sharing half of what we have with others. Not half. Brother, I'll buy you a bean pie, but you can't come and live in my house. I know half the house supposed to belong to you, but I don't want you in the house with my wife and my children. No, you can't share my car with me. So why do we lie? If I'm your brother, if you love me and I love you, whatever I have, I'm happy to share it with you. I met a brother, didn't know him from nobody. I allowed him to drive my car. It's not much of a car, it's mine. Gets me around. And if he wrecked it, I know he could not afford to replace it. But I did not mind sharing what I have with him. Did he appreciate it? No. No, he don't appreciate nothing. Because he was infatuated with me for some reason for a while. But no real friend and associate. Saying that I lack character. Saying that I lack integrity. But when you ask them to prove it, they can only talk about what they don't like about somebody, but they can't tell you how a person lacks integrity or character in the real sense. Some made up, make-believe stuff. How many in the Nation of Islam, how many brothers and sisters who say half of this belong to you really would give you half? Very, very few. They don't want to give too much of nothing to anybody. In fact, you see how separated everybody is. This man over here, this woman over there, this child over here. You don't see that type of behavior where we share. Everybody doing their own thing. Even those who claim they are together. Listen to me. Even those who claim they are together. Look how separated they really are. Doing their own thing. Might be under the same umbrella, the same belief system, but everybody's still separated. And they call themselves brothers and sisters and friends. It is all false. It is all a lie, because you can see in their actions and behavior that's not true. If you're my friend, if you're my wife, if you're my husband, and we say and make a vow to death do us part, and I love you, how can that suddenly turn into all out hate? And you have people who have been married for years, and you have people that say, I love you, we friends. Then it don't take long, next thing you know, they hate your guts. That's because they never loved you, or you never loved them to begin with. Because a real friendship, a real marriage is hard to dissolve. Because it's like a diamond. It's hard to cut. It's hard to break. But when it's easy like that and fall apart, it never existed to begin with. You can tell a marriage between two people that actually love each other because things happen and they understand that. But they are still civil and they are still cordial even after the divorce. Not only for the sake of the children, but they actually had a love for one another. But they understood something caused them to change where they can still love one another, but they cannot be married to one another. And that's humanity. That shows your civilized self. But when we have been under the mentality of a beast, living in a violent culture, we find it better to try to knock somebody out, degrade somebody, try to destroy angelsnupnup7 because I'm mad. I have never done anything to these persons. Nothing. If I did, please explain it to me. How did angelsnupnup7 cause you any harm? Because if I cause you harm, if I cause you damage, I will be happy to pay you for those damages. I will be happy to apologize for the harm that I caused you. But they cannot come up with anything. Ex-friends of angelsnupnup7 wish his destruction. Well, you troll me. What is trolling? What is this troll thing you talking about? Trolling is you come on their Facebook or their YouTube page, and I'm supposed to be their friend, but I disagree with them. I don't have to hide. But the only thing you're going to do is block me so people can't see that I am talking sense in comparison to the madness that you're saying that you cannot prove. You're supposed to be my friend just because we are friends. Just because you're my wife or you my husband. Well, I don't have a husband. I'm just saying in general, y'all. Husband and wives, children and families, everybody disagree with what somebody say or do. That does not mean we don't love one another. I have sisters and brothers and relatives that I love. I disagree with them, and I will fight them tooth and nail against an opinion that I think, that I know is in error. But that does not mean that we are enemies. We are still uncle, cousin, aunt, grandmother, whatever. But you have people get so upset because you don't agree with what they do or their lifestyle. They hate you. Well, go on. You never was my uncle. Physically, you are. You never was my uncle or my grandmother or any of these people by blood. So go on about your business. I'm happy to get rid of you. And you should be happy to get rid of these suckers. Just like Elmer Fudd said, good winnings to bad rubbish. Bye. Adios. Believe me, I feel much better now that these idiots who don't want to do nothing in this struggle anyway. If you my friend, then you're going to be part of this black struggle, and we are going to do something together, some type of action in order to bring forth to the people, not only just talk about this or that. I went to Chicago. I went to different places. And on YouTube, these people talk. But when you actually go and meet them and want to shake their hands and let's do this in person, then they punk out because the only thing they want to do is talk, make videos, put up pictures on Facebook and all this other corny stuff. I was not raised like that. Whether you like him or not, I came up and was raised up under the guidance of the most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And as a member of the Nation of Islam under his leadership, Minister Farrakhan did not play that. We always was doing something. We always was in the street. We always was active. There only 24 hours in a day. We was trying to make it 25. These people don't want to do nothing. So go on. The only thing they want to do is talk. What have I done to them? There never was a friend. Just an associate. Some crap that I attracted to on social media. They don't like you because you disagree with them. They can move out. You can disagree with anything angelsnupnup7 says. I still respect you. I still honor you. And anything that you do of good, I will do if I can support you. I'm not like them, friends. Now, they don't want nobody to listen to me. Now, they want my total destruction on social media. Well, is it working? Am I being destroyed? Google has been trying to do that since 2007. 100 channels destroyed. And what Google and what these nutcases don't understand, it's not about Taalik Ibn'rad as a person, because Taalik Ibn'rad as a person, I suffer error. I make mistakes. I try to do better once I understand those errors and make those mistakes. And I get stronger and I'm better for it instead of making excuses for error. The message, the reason why the reality's temple on earth is like a phoenix coming from up out of fire is because it's not about me as a person, but justice. The essence of justice. If there is an essence, if there's an aura for righteousness, then I am just a vessel for that message to come to humanity, not only to black people in America. It comes to black people in America first because we are in the worst condition. However, it is for and a message for all of humanity without a religious influence, because religion has become corrupted. And religion has become infantile. It has become delusional and fantasy-like. We don't need that anymore. And it is used for those who know how to control religious teaching as a tool to exploit instead of build you up and make you better people, instead of highly evolved robots and slaves. That's what it's about. I don't want you to be my slave. I don't want you to be a robot. I want you to do you and be you. Most of you don't even know that you are only copying somebody else. You're a robot. Be who you are. Enjoy your life. Life was given to you. Don't try to be somebody else. That's their life. Understand you and be happy and enjoy your life. And trying to copy what somebody else, how they live their life. So the message is not about me. Those who listen to the message, those who enjoy the words, understand perfectly what is happening here. It is the change of humanity as we know it. And now, all over this planet, people are listening to angelsnupnup7 in Korea, in Iran, Vietnam, the UK, Australia, China. I get emails still from all over the planet the word is spreading little by little. And it don't necessarily have to be called the reality's temple. The message is getting, and people already know. They just want how they feel to be verified. It's already inside of you because it's time for a change in the human being, regardless of race. It's not about color. It's not about skin color. That's part of the sickness. It's not about male supremacy. It's not about, those are part of the sickness. And now you have been praying and you have been asking for a real solution to this problem once and for all. And now it is coming from out of the womb of women. But those who benefit from this madness, they want to hold on to the insanity as long as possible. And that's who you should be angry at. Those who made a fool out of you and continue to make a fool out of you. I have not done nothing to you. Not interested in you. But fighting a higher power. You don't mean nothing. You're a victim, just like I am. I'm going to bring this to conclusion, our little talk. And when the people, they are just listening and trying to understand, because really this is new. And it is much different from what we've been holding on to for the last few generations. Because we think that everything is about race and color and culture and all this stuff. But it's not. And gender is not. But when the message begins to be comprehended and understood, the trouble comes when people begin to act upon it. Not only here among descendants of slaves born in America, but among all the peoples of this planet. Then the wicked, the unrighteous, as they say in religious terminology, y'all in trouble. And y'all fake friends, of whom I will remember. You better get your act together, because you're going to be in trouble too. For messing with somebody ain't do a dang thing to you. Just go on about your business. I'm not bothering you. Could care less. You angry. You already know. You already knew. I don't advocate homosexual behavior. I treat a person like I want to be treated. But I don't advocate that behavior. It's unnatural. You already know that's my position. And it's true. I don't advocate interracial relationships. I'm not into that. It does not benefit black people, interracial relationships. Not only with Caucasian people or pink people, that's who y'all prefer, but anybody at this time. Everything must be done in time, and y'all are out of time, and you're not doing things right. That's why you're still stuck and you're in trouble and you're confused. Maybe that's because your mouth is full of somebody's penis or licking somebody's vagina. You're nasty and you're filthy. Your mouth is filthy and you do nasty things. You cloud your mind with evil and wicked, trifling. And you want good things to come up out of all that. It's not happening. I don't advocate integration. I advocate separation. Because it is in the best interest of us as a people. Then, if we continue to do the things that we do once we are separated, then those who talk about black folks this and black, now you are justified. Because now we are outside of your influence. But as long as we are here living in the mud, and as long as we are covered with mud, and we are not the creators of the mud, and we do not throw ourselves in the mud, then we have the right to blame those who put us in the mud. Some of us can wash ourselves off, but many of us, in fact the majority, cannot. So yeah, we blame the people who threw us in the mud that caused us to be dirty to begin with. Because anything that we are, you made us the way that we are. The so-called Negro, the descendants of slaves born in America, what many of you don't understand is that we are a product of Caucasian people. Regardless to whether you came from the Moors or Egypt or wherever we came from, or Africa, however, or maybe some of us are Native American people, the real Native American people, who knows? Regardless to that, what you are now is a product of the racist Caucasian people of America. They produced us and they made us who we are. We're trying to come up out and find ourselves. But we are staying so long in this lane of confusion. You got to stop being confused and get on a path, set yourself a goal, and go where you need to go. Too many people saying and doing too many different things. And as long as you stay confused, your enemy gonna keep boxing you upside your head, keep kicking you in the groin, because you confused. Some women have called me divine masculine, but when they get angry, oh, he tried to rape me. Oh, angelsnupnup7 stalking me. Silly stuff. When you ask them, how did Angel rape you? How is he stalking you? They can't explain it. They just want to run in their mouth just talking, hoping that you will believe the lie so that you don't listen to words that's good for black people, for real. Once and for all. I had a sister tell me I am the Joshua of the Bible. Then she gets angry at me. I'm a stalker. How was I just a few minutes ago Joshua? Now I'm a stalker. Oh, I just made a mistake. Silly people. You don't deserve to be free. You're too silly, too childish to be free. You need some parent to help you, no matter how wacky that parent is. So as long as you stay a child, these Caucasian people, they're going to be your mama and your daddy, whether you like it or not. And you can holler black power all you want to. Because mom and daddy provide jobs for you, give you food, clothing, and shelter. Shut up. You don't impress me, and you don't impress them either. I must be real. I cannot change what has been given to me because I really didn't develop it myself. It is based upon what we have already been given and stepped up a few levels. And we still need to go on. But we can't go on till first we become free and get away from out of the influence of wicked people. You really don't know what is in your best interest. You think that you know, but you really don't. Because if you knew what was in your best interest, then your condition would be better. How many years have it been since the red, black, and the green Marcus Garvey? Is your condition better? Or is it worse? Or is it stable? I want angelsnupnup7 destroyed. Well, on YouTube, because Google has now a personal vendetta against me, the only reason I have been slowed down on YouTube is because Google just like King Noble, Black Supremacy, and Sarah Sunseri and many others, because Google tear down our channels. But yet and still, if I choose, once I begin to post videos, the Reality's Temple come right back up. If the people did not want to hear what I have to say, it is impossible for me to really stay. Google don't have to tear down the Reality's Temple. The Reality's Temple will fall by itself. But there is a message, and there's something that the people, regardless of race, they are hearing in the word that makes the temple, even when you cut it down, it comes right back up, should I choose. And then you want the destruction of angelsnupnup7. But you forget, there is other social media. Because I am doing fine on Facebook. I am doing fine on Daily Motion. I'm doing fine on Vimeo. And people still have heard and they know of angelsnupnup7. And it's very difficult to destroy angelsnupnup7 when many of the major players that's on social media, from Tommy Sotomayor, Sarah Sunseri, Brother Polite, Nacho Tahuti, Sinetta, all these people that you can think of, they know angelsnupnup7. And even they, whether they might say it or not, they respect what comes from up out of this ministry. And they are civil and they are cordial because it's better just to be silent than talk a bunch of crap that you can't back up. And I don't want you to back nothing up. We are on the same team. That's what you don't understand. Just because we disagree don't mean that I hate you. When I bring you something, I am making a valid argument why you are in error. If you can show me that in what I'm saying, I will take that in consideration honestly and sincerely. You should do the same. I'm not looking for fame. I'm not looking for celebrity. I'm looking for, in my lifetime, before the breath leaves this body, I would like to see and know that I had something to do with our people finally being liberated and achieve real freedom. Not this fake stuff, but real freedom for a change. Black man and woman of America, we who are descendants of slaves, you deserve to be happy for a change. You deserve to stop and people stop making mockery of us and exploiting us, abusing us, raping and murdering, stealing from us. I don't have time for false friendships. And you should be tired of false friendships also. You need somebody like the Jesus of the Bible who loves you. And I love us. And there are many of us who love us. And if we love us like this, why are we so separated? We got to stop it. Stop the foolishness. You shouldn't be an ex-friend. You should have been a friend. And we stand together and work out our problems, no matter how long it takes. No matter what we gotta do. And be mature human beings. I agree with Tommy Sotomayor. But maybe he don't believe his own words. Because sometimes you gotta give a little to get a little. Sometimes you gotta compromise your position. If you really mean what you're talking about. And he says these things, but don't want to compromise himself. I'm willing to compromise. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. So our people can see us as leaders. Because all of us out here in the public that's talking, we are the leaders. We are the head. And the body ready to follow. But the body cannot follow the head when the head is drunk, when the head is confused. You ever watch a drunk person go down the street stumbling? The masses are not going to follow the head and can't follow the head when it is confused, when it is drunk, when we have become insane. So with that said, thank you for listening. And I don't want to say I am the angelsnupnup7 and hopefully your friend. I want to be your friend. I want to be your brother. I want to be your uncle. I want to be your father. I want to be your grandfather. We should be family. We have enough problems as is. There's enough people in the world that hate us. Then we turn right around and we hate ourselves. No more, I say. No more. I don't even make videos responding to these people because I could care less. It means nothing. There's bigger fish to fry. And plus on top of that, with all humility, they can't handle it anyway. So it's a waste of time. It's not even a challenge. Especially when they know they are in the wrong. I have not done anything to you. You don't like me. Go on about your business. You don't want to be my brother. Go on about your business. You don't want to be my sister. Go on about your business. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Thank you for listening. Jot down your comments. This is, and I am your brother, the mighty one, angelsnupnup7. This was, and is, the reality's temple on earth.